Freedom Friday. Yep, it's Freedom Friday. Fridays is ruled by Venus. Venus is a loving planet, okay, operating from that heart chakra, okay? And since the heart chakra is green, the world is telling us for us to be able to walk in true love, okay, to step into our true selves, we're going to need to actually step outside, step into nature, step into the wilderness. We're going to have to go into the wilderness of our inner members, of our mind, our body, and our spirit. And we're able to do this when we deeply submerge ourselves into nature, okay? Into nature. So on Fridays, I like to go on hikes. I like to forge, okay? I like to sound bathe by the river, okay? And do a bunch of different loving things for myself, okay? That promotes the longevity of my contentment, okay? That promotes the evolution of my mind and my spirit, that grants me liberation, okay? So yeah, wherever you at in the world, get outside. Get outside. Get out there and hug a tree, okay? Make sure you hugging the trees the right way, heart to heart. I'll be sharing some tree hugging meditations today, okay? But heart to heart is how we start, okay? Hug those trees, okay? Roll around in the leaves, okay? Be the best that you can be's, okay? Tap into that dog and start shaking off them fleas. Yeah, it's Freedom Friday, y'all. We celebrating a long cycle. The last 7 days was definitely long, so we're gonna celebrate. And it's a lot of things happening within the cosmos that could be affecting the way you're feeling. Just stepping into Leo season, okay? Just coming off of a full moon, the buck moon, okay? Which symbolizing those antennas being fully up, okay? Also going through the Lion's Gate and the Lion's Gate portal, okay? So we feeling a lot of different energy from the cosmos above, astrological energy, okay? And it's okay. We celebrating today on this Freedom Friday, okay? Reminding you that that love is all that you needed, okay? And true love is liberation. We're going to keep saying that. True love is liberation. This is why the heart chakra is green. The heart chakra ain't red. The heart chakra ain't purple. The heart chakra ain't yellow. The heart chakra is green. Green represents liberation. When you're going out there in the green, you outside. You in nature. So true love is liberation. True love wasn't that person that you thought that you was going to find halfway through your life. True love, not that person that finished your sentences. True love, not some fairy tale. True love, not so far-fetched. True love is liberation. Y'all see all that green around me? True love is liberation. Go look at that heart chakra. Why have the ancients agreed that the heart chakra is green? True love is liberation. Liberation of the mind, body, and the spirit. True love is liberation. When you're liberated, you can walk into your true self. When you liberated, okay, you can identify who you really are and who you're really not. When you liberated, okay, don't nobody need to indoctrinate you for you to be your authentic self or for you to be a good person. When you liberated, you are doctrineless. When you liberated, you don't need any forms of religion. When you liberated, you don't need any voices in your head, okay, telling you to be a good person. When you liberated, you're just that. When you're liberated, okay, the only obligation you have is to be your authentic self when you liberate it. Yeah, that's liberation energy. Okay, so yeah, Fridays represent that liberation energy. Fridays represents freeing yourself. Fridays represent, okay, you stepping outside your normal matrix. You stepping outside the confounds of your mind. Step outside the box, please. Come out here and be liberated with the rest of the world. Okay? If you hearing my voice, if you seeing my face and you hearing some things you never heard, I want you to know that the universe is with you. The universe wanted you to know that you were so worthy, that you were so valuable. Okay? that you deserve to hear some things that you never heard. You deserve to hear some things that you don't normally hear. You deserve to hear this from a trusting face and from a trusting source. You deserve to come across your reflection. You deserve for your frequency to be tuned to abundance. Okay? Yeah, your frequency tuned to abundance. If you found this energy, if you found this vibration, that means you vibrating high. Okay? So I wish you a success. I wish you a success in all your endeavors. Okay? And depending on when you watching this, rich risings and love risings and confidence risings and courage rising. Okay, and wealth rising and power rising and freedom rising and liberation rising and authenticity rising. Okay, divinity rising. That is to be original man and original woman, that is. Ashe? Yeah, we finna rise in this energy. Love rising, care rising, frequency rising, vibration rising. Okay, appreciation for that which is already yours rising. Okay, awareness rising, enlightenment rising. We rise in this energy. I want us to understand that we're not mourning. We don't need to mourn. We don't have to mourn. Nothing was unalive. We decided to live. We liberating ourselves today on this Freedom Fridays ruled by Venus. Venus being the love planet, representing love. Okay, representing true love, that is. Okay, representing wealth, wellness. Okay, value. Okay, representing celebration. Okay, representing your true self and your authentic self. And you're only gonna be able to get there if you follow the breadcrumbs in life. You're gonna have to follow those breadcrumbs. Okay, follow those breadcrumbs in life. Life have already showed you, the ancients already revealed to you that their heart chakra is green. The ancients already revealed to you that heart chakra is green, and green is the same color as the wilderness. The same color as the outside, the same color as the forest. And what does that mean? That means you're gonna have to go through that wilderness. Yeah, the things that you don't really want to do, the things that you don't really like, you're gonna have to go through the wilderness, okay, to obtain your liberation. Okay? To obtain your liberation. You're gonna have to also step outside. You're gonna have to step outside. Okay? Step into the quietness of life. Even when you hear the sounds and the noise of outside, that is the natural quietness of life. That is the rhythm of life, teaching you that even quietness is a sound. Step into the natural chemistry and the natural rhythm of life. We stepping outside today. And you should too. Get out there and hug a tree. Okay? Okay? All that green represents your liberation. Okay? Represents the liberating of your mind, body, and your spirit. You got to go through the wilderness to get liberated. You're going to have to step outside to liberate yourself. The forest is green. Okay? The forest is for rest. So for you to put the rest, some of those thoughts, some of those negative feelings, for you to put the rest, any inclinations of doubt, for you to put the rest, okay? The ideas that you can't handle this, the idea that you can't manage this, the idea that adulting is difficult, for you to put the rest, a lot of these different emotions and feelings that don't serve you, for you to put the rest, anything that's inside you that's deciding not to be courageous, for you to put the rest of these things, you're going to have to give it back to the earth. You know how they say give it back to God? Okay? No, you ain't got to give it back to God. You God anyway. Okay? You ain't got to do that. Go out there and give it back to nature. Everything comes from the dirt. Give it back to the dirt. Give it right. Go in and hug it to the trees. Hug it and give it to the trees. Okay? So nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and hug a tree with you. And let you understand that your brother in liberation. How you doing, friend? Your brother in liberation is here with you, letting you know that everything gonna be okay. Okay? Fridays is ruled by Venus, so you remember. Because we may not never see each other again. We don't know what today may hold or tomorrow. Okay? But you always remember, Fridays is ruled by Venus. Venus is a loving planet. Venus also represents wealth and value. Okay, so I wish you a success on these days. Okay, take yourself outside. Hug you a tree. Okay, take your shoes off. Roll around in the leaves. Be all the best that you can be and attract all that good honey of your imagination. Okay? Tap into that dog and shake off those fleas. And you remember the rich minds create rich spirits that create rich bodies, that create the rich lives that we've been asking for. And for that matter, our slogan here is let's get rich. Cut those post notifications on. Okay? Make sure you subscribed on this channel. And you can also follow me on all social platforms. And shout, you need my assistance for coaching in any way, shape, or form, for guided meditations, okay? For mentorship. Make sure you visit the LaquanFoundation.com. You can find me. I'm very reachable. Nevertheless,